Yep, it's your boy Jizo back with another episode of Ride and Talk, man. Y'all gonna hear a little bit of the heat going. It's cold. It's cold as hell, man. Ride and Talk episode 6. If I ain't mistaken, I think it's episode 6. You know, you gonna hear a little this, a little that. You feel me? But let's get into the episode, man. It's pretty cold outside. That's number one. It's pretty cold outside. Real cold. So it is what it is. But let's get into this episode, man. Let's talk about all the stuff that we miss. And something that we missed is Blueface versus I forget the guy name. Blueface had a boxing match. I'm gonna put him in the title. The dude that he fought. Shouts out to him. Chiba. I think his name was Chiba. If I ain't mistaken, his name Chiba. Blueface lost. Blueface got pretty. He got outboxed. I'm not gonna lie. He got outboxed. Blueface can box. Not saying he can't box because he did a good job. You gotta remember they're amateur fighters. So, I mean, dude had more fights than him. Dude was bigger than him. So that's the thing. Blueface got a little gassed at the end, and that fucked him up. But Blueface did a great job. I don't think it's anything to be ashamed of. He didn't get knocked out. He just lost. He got hit with a couple of haymakers, but that didn't drop him. He didn't fall. You know, so. He also hit him with a couple of haymakers, you know. So I think he did lose the fight. In my opinion, he lost the fight. The first round, I think the first round he might, or the first, was it the first or the second? He might was able to win one of those rounds, but they didn't give him no rounds. So and then at the end of the fight, he said it was rigged. I don't think it was rigged. Now, one fight on that card was rigged. But you know, I didn't watch the whole fight, so I can't say that it was rigged because I didn't watch the beginning of the fight. I just caught it at the end because I didn't even realize that it came on. I just happened to see it, and I was scrolling up on YouTube. I was like, oh, it's on. So then I put it on the TV, and it was a racist guy versus somebody. You know, that card. The parts I seen, that dude didn't win. He didn't. The last 2 rounds I seen, or 3 rounds I seen, he didn't win. Or 2 rounds, or whatever it was. I don't know how many rounds they even went. So I don't know. But Blueface says it was rigged. But he know it wasn't rigged. Well, at that moment he might have felt that way. But when he watch it back, he'll understand what happened. So I don't think this takes away from anything Blueface do. You win some, you lose some, but you live to fight another day. Looking at famous quote from a movie. If you know, you know. If you don't know, fuck. I don't know. You've been under a rock. But the point is, Blueface lost the fight. Blueface lost the fight. DJ Academics lost $20,000 if he really batted. Alright, I'm back. So my camera did that stupid shit again where it fell. Yeah, it fell. Hey. I gotta get something to hold this thing. So I thought I figured out something to hold it, but just nowhere in this car to put stuff. Like I said, Blueface lost his fight. I don't think it was rigged. DJ Academics lost $20,000 if they really bet it. I think he should come back and fight on that, in that promotion. I think it's called Brand Risk, if you don't know. I think he should come back and fight. He wasn't, because on top of that, he wasn't even prepared. He wasn't prepared for the fight. Meaning that he was prepared to fight Ruger, but the boxing commission said he couldn't fight him because Ruger can't fight or some shit. I don't know. But that's the thing. I think that would have probably been a better fight for him because it's somebody who can match his skill level. But I guess the boxing commission felt like he was over-skilled for that fight, so they said it couldn't happen because they said he was over-skilled for that fight. I would like to put this down somewhere, but I can't because I don't have nowhere to put it. I should have brought my what's in there, my stand. That probably was staying in the middle of the gym. But yeah, but like I said, Blueface did a great job, yeah. I can't say he didn't. He did a good job. I think he should continue. I think he should continue to box in that league. Yeah. But the guy Chiba had, I think he had like 3-4 fights already. So he was prepared for it. He told him he didn't do too much talking. He told him he was gonna whoop on him, and he did his thing. He did his thing and he whooped on him. So that's that, man. That's that, man. And that bread race had a lot of people there. It'd be a lot of people there. I might have to go one day. They saying they're gonna do arenas. I think, if I ain't mistaken, I think he said this was gonna be the last fight in his little warehouse jank. He's gonna have to take it into a real building. So can't wait. When I get some money, I'll go. I'll go to that. But before I go to that, I gotta go to one of them fourth rope events, and then it's a thing called ASW, Aussie Wrestling. I don't know. I gotta go there first, and then fourth rope. I gotta go to those two events first, and then I can go to the 8th event. You know what I mean? Just, you know, I'm a wrestling fan, so that's that. But yeah, that's crazy, yo. Blueface lost his boxing match. I think a lot of people would be more willing to fight him now because they might feel like he couldn't do it. But the guy was also bigger than him. He had a few advantages. He was bigger. He wasn't taller, so Blueface had that advantage. He had the reach, so I don't know why he didn't use it more. And he was bigger, and he had more fights. Pause. But it was a good fight. That's all to it. It was a good fight. Let's move on. Shouts out to Blueface. Shouts out to him, man. Let's move on, though. Let's move on to something like Gunplay. Gunplay has been in viral for the last couple of days, last week or going into this week. He said the label gave him no budget when he put out hits. He put out a hit and nobody put no backing but behind it. He was signed to MMG, which was signed to, I'm not going to get the line and tell you what label they were signed to. I don't want to lie to you because I don't know what label they were signed to. But he did have a few songs. He had a few songs, and if they didn't put no money behind it, it's crazy. He was saying even Rick Ross ain't put no effort into it, into his records. Which Gunplay is not a bad rapper. Like, he's not a bad rapper. He's very good. I just think, me personally, I just think like he should have got some type of backing. Like, if he signed the MMG, Ross should have made sure that he got a few dollars. You know what I mean? Ross should have made sure he had a few dollars. And it also sounds like it's not all on Ross. It's like, because he also explained that his managers took majority of his back money that he was supposed to get, and he had to pay the whole $50,000 back. They gave him a $50,000 is crazy. Like, he should have been getting $100,000. But that show you right there. Today's his day, though. Like, in today's time, he can make way more money. So I don't, today's time he can make way more money. Like, he has a little following. He should have stayed on that Love and Hip Hop show. He get with that love of hip hop. He get a few more followers. You know what I mean? You get you a few more followers. You put out you some records. I think he can make. I think he can make some good money being an independent artist today. So I don't see nothing wrong with that. But the fact that nobody put no money behind it, nobody helped him out, is how he's feeling. So I don't know. Then Rick Ross responded to it. It was like, it's not me, it was the distributors. The distributors didn't want to give you no more money. And if the distributors don't want to give you no money, ain't nothing I can do. I didn't want to tell you. That sounds crazy right there in itself. I didn't want to tell you because I didn't want you to stop hustling. I didn't want to tell you because I didn't want to break your heart. I didn't want to tell you to hurt your feelings type shit. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Seeing how, and we don't know what Rick Ross done for him, so I can't say he didn't do anything for him. We don't know what else he has done for him. We don't know nothing. But if he didn't do anything for him, it'll be crazy. This guy who took on all beefs, like, pause, that's crazy. He got beat up fucking with Ross. Like, fucking with Ross, he got beat up. He wasn't no punk either. He went out and he got the respect of people. You know what I mean? So, and I'm pretty sure that happened multiple times. I don't know that nigga, and I don't know Ross, so I can't say who did what or who didn't do. But from the outside looking in, it seems like, you know, he should be a little more taken care of when it comes to stuff. But we don't know. Ross could have gave him a whole bunch of shit. You know what I mean? And he did nothing with it. So you just never know with that situation. We'll keep our ears locked, but I think in today's time, being an independent artist and already having a little following, you can do something. If he make a song like Babylon and Dash again, like a song that hit like that, or was it Rollin'? If he make a song like that, he'll be good to go. He'll be good to go. He'll have no problems. He'll be good to go. That's how I feel. You know, that's just my opinion. I think so. I think today's time, if you got a little following and people can stream your music, you really don't need too much. If you get a few shows, get a few bookings every week, you're good to go. You can make some money. But it's people out here who don't really do too many shows that make a lot of money off of music. So I think he could be one of those people. I heard somebody say he never had a hit. And that's probably DJ. Shouts out to DJ Academic. That's probably DJ. Nobody ever listened. People did listen to him. Nope. I'm not gonna say they listened to him. A big audience listened to him, but I think enough people listen to him where today's time that them people can convert it into a good living for themselves. You know, I gotta keep it realistic. He was an underground rapper, and underground rappers can have a big following. So yeah. But it is amazing. He didn't go on tour with Rick Ross. That's a question that I would like to ask too. Like, did he not go on tour with Rick Ross? Because he did have that Nobody's Favorite, and that shit hard. That was a hard song. Both of their verses were. I'm not gonna say he had the hardest verse, because both of their verses was hard, but he had a good verse. Like, he killed that business. So he never went on tour with that. That's crazy. But if Rick Ross go on tour, I'm pretty sure he has to go on tour too. So I'm not too sure. Guys. I'm not too sure. So it is what it is. Mase. Now let's get into Mase Shyne. Mase and Shyne. We're on Mase's. Cam and Mase had Shyne on their show. It is what it is. And they got in the conversation about Brandy. And they were saying they both was dating Brandy. Brandy was out here treating them, man. Treating them like they like shit. Brandy was out here, had 2 or 3 of them, man. Shouts out to Brandy. Brandy was like, yeah, you the only one looking at it. The boy is mine for real looking at us. Shouts out to Brandy though. Shouts out to Brandy. and they were saying that they basically didn't know they was dating the same chick. Mase kept it quiet. They both found out through a mutual friend they was dating the same girl, which is Brandy. Yeah, that's crazy. Brandy top tier too. This nigga got going, cuz. The hell this nigga got going on? Oh, he taking the jacket off. I'm like, yeah, this nigga getting out the car. What the hell he got going? But yeah, I was like, what the fuck? But yeah, Brandy top tier for sure. You hear me? Like top tier for shit show. So I can understand how she had two, you know what I mean? Two niggas at the same time. It's crazy, but it is what it is. When you got it, you know what I mean? When you got it, you got it, you know? So, shouts out to Brandy. Shouts out to Shyne. Shouts out to Mase. And they also talk about Diddy and Diddy nobody holding Diddy accountable for his actions that he did. I don't know what actions they really referring to because I didn't watch the episode. I'll probably watch it soon. I probably should have watched it before I talked about it, but I've just seen that information. So I wanted to talk about it before it gets old. But I don't know. You know, if Diddy really did turn, it sounds like more of a mental thing that Diddy did to certain people. He was able to call them names, or call them fat, or call them this, or call them that. As far as all that other stuff, man, I just think that a lot of people make up a lot of things, and some things aren't made up. Some things aren't made up. So, but as we know now, some people just need to do better with taking accountability on reading your contracts, reading what's going on. Don't be scared. And, you know, don't let people put fear in your heart, because at the end of the day, they bleed like you. So, but shouts out to Diddy. Diddy still Diddy. You know what I mean? They ain't gonna change that shit. Like I said, man, I don't know what accountability you need to take, but that's the kind of shit I was talking about with the same shit with the R. Kelly shit. Like everybody was saying he did this, he did that. So y'all just, the whole documentary, you telling all these stories about how you picked these people up and dropped them off. Like, you should go to jail too. I think the wife should go to jail as well. Like, she got all these stories how he want to bring this person in, and she was participating. So she needs to go. She needs to go to jail as well. She needs to be in there with him. The people who allowed him to drive him wherever he was going and picking these people up, he needs to go to jail. The principal at the school needs to go to jail. Like, it's so many people who needs to go to jail with him, because I understand taking accountability. Like, a lot of you motherfuckers didn't stop it. So if you feel like he needs to be in jail, you do too. Let's just keep it real. I don't know how we got on that, but it is what it is. But yeah, it's been a lot of crazy shit going on in the world, man. In the world, Craig? In the world. Yeah. But I'm gonna get one of them things so I can hold this camera, man. For sure. Heat hot as a... Let me turn this heat down. God damn. I got hot, y'all. Shit done warmed up in this bit. And I start sweating and everything. Sun started shining. Sun can't shine forever. But yeah, that's been this the end of the episode, man. We talk. Y'all tell me y'all opinions on some of this stuff that's going on. You know, y'all tell me some of y'all opinions on some of this stuff that's going on. Leave it in the comments. You know, do you think Blueface won that fight or got cheated? Leave that in the comments. Do you think Rick Ross owes Gunplay anything? Leave that in the comments. Do you think Cam and Mase, not say Cam, but do you think Shyne and Mase really dated Brandy at the same time? leave that in the comments. Do you think, I don't know, hit the like, share, subscribe buttons. Make sure you comment, please. Thank you. Let's go up.